Better than most of the other shops in the county, probably. Unless you just happen to be in one of these towns that's a really good tuner like but these are some really quick frequencies.
Made it back.
We jumped into the audio world and decided to say, let's start making audio upgrades. Can't put a radio in everything anymore. You see a lot of these new cars, come with CarPlay, Android Auto, rear seat entertainment, Bluetooth, 50-inch screens, 3 to 4 screens, all kinds of information is part of the radio that you controls the car. Nobody wants to take that out. It looks pretty, it's sexy.
Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. So this is my recap of day 2 at Knowledge Fest. Obviously, you can tell in the background, I'm back home. The turnout for all my classes at Knowledge Fest were more than I expected. So I actually didn't get to finish going through the showroom floor. Me and Peter Jensen from Sounds were supposed to do a video together explaining his new product and his acquisition of hybrid audio. That didn't happen. It's just the event was way more successful than I could have hoped for. It's a good thing that I had wonderful Giovanni and Juan out here with me, because I couldn't have done this without them. It was just way too much. Too many people wanted to talk to me and meet with me and get advice. So these guys, it was basically like having 3 of me there, because these guys were able to get most of the clients and shop owners up to speed. And then I just came in and finished up with the details. But Knowledge Fest was amazing. This has been the best Knowledge Fest I've attended in the past couple of years, and I go every single year. So I got to hang out with Greg Douglas from Stereo One and his wife, go over some stuff with them, give him some advice on how he can better his productivity and improve his company and his brand. He's doing really good work already. I'm just trying to help him step his game up and how to charge properly for the work that he does. He's very talented. I look forward to helping him in the future to get to the next level. He's very smart, very hardworking, has a nice shop. Talked to a bunch of people. So Peter Jensen at Sounds. I don't think his product gets a fair shake, because I don't think people are comparing the product in the right way. People are trying, they don't understand what he's trying to do. He builds rider bikes, builds packages for rider bikes, really doesn't care about the competition scene, doesn't care about doing woofers or subwoofers and bags. He cares about building a quality product that works with an industry leading warranty, everything plug and play and serviceable and drop and fit, no cutting. So people are judging his product and his price up against some of the competition level stuff where people don't care about rideability or reliability or cutting the factory harnesses. It's really not fair to compare him and his product in that category because that's not who or what he builds for. If you want to compare sounds, you should compare them to, let's say, a Rockford Fosgate or a Harley Davidson Audio, because you can't put them in a category where everything's a la carte and you got to figure out how to make it fit. He's done all the math for you. Like, Peter is a super smart dude. He's taught most everything I know about GT and GTS radios. He taught me. So I'm really good with these radios because he gave me a head start and gave me pointers and explained to me what works and what doesn't work. Peter was the first one to figure out how to get a GTS radio to work on a 14 through 18 Street Glide and Road Glide. That was 100% him. He had a company develop a module for him to allow the radios to work. Because of him, Harley released a firmware update to make the radios backwards compatible because they realized that Peter had built such a huge following and was ordering all these radios from Harley's and selling these retrofit harnesses. So Harley, instead of being able to sell direct to their clients, were losing sales to a one single store that owned the GTS retrofit market. Like, he's a super smart dude. He's super humble. We talked for a couple hours. Like, he just wants to do good builds and service his clients. So, super smart dude, has a huge relationship with hybrid audio, had a relationship with Focal Stars, and then he had these companies build speakers to his specifications. Then a lot of people said that he was just putting his name on the speakers. Well, he bought the company. So what are you guys going to say now? Sounds now owns hybrid audio. And there's a lot of really neat stuff coming out that we spoke about. He's doing a bunch of stuff for Indian. I'll let him talk about it, but he's working on a lot of stuff that I'm excited about. So if you want to compare the Sounds product, some people say it's too expensive. It depends on how you look at it. What people don't realize is there's a market out there for people that want a plug-and-play solution that's guaranteed to work, no cutting. So if you put a value on that, if you were to search for something that's 100% plug-and-play, no mistakes, everything, a turnkey solution, before Sounds, the only two options you had were Rockford Fosgate and Harley Davidson Audio or Boom Audio. Now, the problem with both those setups is you only get one level, one stage. It's one size fits all no matter what you want. If you get the kit from Sounds, and just so you know, I have no dog in this race. I'm not even a dealer for Sounds. I install plenty of his products, but we build our own custom kits here. So he makes a good product. I just don't see it being the proper fit for us, being that we custom create all our kits. But he figured out how to offer, and it's the same way we sell in my shop. We have good, better, best. So it gives you 3 tiers to choose from. He has a plug-and-play package from an entry-level solution to a mid-level to his Carbon Series high-end solution. Everything's 100% plug-and-play. He has his own flash built into the Techno Research flasher. It literally called Sound. It's the same flash we use here. It's the only one that's flat. The flash is named after his company because he designed the flash the way he wants it to work with his equipment. So he's got his own flash. His equipment is designed to be 100% plug and play, no cutting, no modification. He has from a 2-speaker to a 10-speaker setup without having to cut your bags to do woofers. But if you do want to cut the bags, he's got a solution for double 6-mines in the bags. He showed it to me at the show. So 2 6-mines in each bag facing the wheel. 1 6-mine on the lid, 6.5 in the lowers, 6.5 in the fairing. All plug and play. Very impressive. So Sounds will never build the loudest bikes, but you have to admit that his bikes sound really, really good. I listened to both his bikes at the show, and I was really impressed with the sound quality. They were some of the best sounding bikes at the show. They weren't the loudest bikes at the show, but there was nothing in the tour pack, no amplifiers in the saddlebag, everything 100% weatherproof, 100% rider bikes. And then another thing that he has that's unique, if you buy one of his systems and you want to upgrade, he gives you 100% credit on the old speakers towards the new speakers. Nobody has a customer loyalty program like that. Nobody has a factory upgrade program like that. So I don't, what's there not to like? The equipment is not, it's not cheap. You're going to spend a premium on it, but the quality, the tech support that you get for a do-it-yourselfer, I think is second to none. So so don't judge him on a kit that you're trying to piece together or something that might work and might not work. I would look at them as a better than Rockford Fosgate with more options, more power, and it's not a one-size-fits-all. You get to pick from 3 different tiers. And if you ride down to Florida, you can get the install done by them. Or if you go to one of the rallies, they're at every single rally. So you can get the system professionally installed by the team that designed the system. I'm sorry, but I see value in that. I like what they're doing. Who else? Hertz showed their mini DSP again, but it's not shipping again. So that should be out soon. They showed their new flat woofer, their amplifier with DSP built in. We spent a bunch of time at the Precision Power booth. So I think we're going to be switching over to the Precision Power lid kits. They offer the kit by themselves as a cutting kit, so no more having to buy the speaker lids and then take speaker out. Or there's manufacturers out there that offer just the cutting kit, but it costs more. And the Precision Power kit comes with the harnesses. So I see value. I think it's $280 retail for the cutting kit, no speakers, and it comes with the wiring harness. Really high quality kit. Ronnie sent me a sample so I can do a full review video on it. But I saw it at the show. It's going to be the same fit and finish as the stuff we're currently using in Rockford Fosgate, so it's not a downgrade in quality. It's a good, solid cutting kit, and it comes in at an entry-level price where you no longer have to spend $600 on a cutting kit and then figure out what to do with the speakers. So I see value in that. Sound Digital Ground Zero HKI, as usual, had an excellent display. That blue bike that Andy built that they had under the tent sounded amazing, and the Vanderhall sounded even better. The Vanderhall is running the new Hydrogen series woofers that we use for slingshots, but they have them in a slim version now. So that's awesome. These woofers fit in a smaller location, taking up less space, so possible under-seat solutions. I have a few on order. I'm excited to see what we can do with those. He had the Vanderhall sounding like it had full-size subwoofers in it. I was very impressed with that. The blue bike had the Ground Zero Red Basket coax, so obviously the speakers aren't out yet, so he had the prototype running, and the bike sounded great. They had a rider bike with an 800.4 and some Ground Zero Yellow Basket coax, some Yellow Basket 6 lines. Bike sounded good. I would have liked to see more power on the bike, but for an entry-level package, we're talking $350 speakers in the front, $350 speakers in the lids, $450 amplifier. That was a really good sounding bike. I think you drop another 800.4 or take that 800.4, bridge it across 6 lines, do a 400.4, bridge it on the fairing speakers. You still have a rider bike fairing on the install, but I think it would have kicked up the mid bass a bit, but awesome. I love the way the bike sounded. No cutting, everything is factory fit and finish. What else did I see? Sony Mobile ES car. I liked the Alpine has brought the F1 status back out. Holy cow. One of the best sounding vehicles at the show. Then Andy's Mercedes with his 4-seat tune where you had a nice center image in all 4 seats of the car was great. His prototype amp should be shipping in the next couple of months, so that was exciting. I took a bunch of classes, so I was in Andy's tuning class, I was in Ken Ward's tuning class, I took all the Kingpin classes. Great knowledge fest. Want to give a shout out to everybody that came out to my social media mastery class that I taught with Keith from Sounds Good. We had a full house in that class, and my Harley Davidson audio class, we had a full house, and we ran long. The class was only supposed to be an hour. We rocked out for 3 hours, and not one person left. Everybody stayed the whole time through, so I guess I was able to provide value. It was more focused on how to promote your business, how to pre-qualify your customer, how to not make it a one-size-fits-all, I taught them how they can build packages like we have, so you can have a customer come in for a stage 1 and then come in down the road and upgrade to a stage 2 and 3, and not be locked into one brand of speakers or amplifiers. It's nice to know what product works and to be able to give your clients a choice of performance-based products that have been tested and they work and they have a factory fit and finish. So you shouldn't be, in my opinion, you should not be selling the same speaker and same amplifier combo to every single person that comes to your door. Different people have different needs. People have different lifting tastes. People have different styles of riding. So you should be able to at least give them 3 choices. That's just my opinion. It's the way we sell here, and it works really well for us. But most importantly, I concentrated on the wiring and the tuning. We use the DSP on every single bike that we build, and the wiring is of utmost importance. So I actually had Gio's 17. Gio's been working for us since he was 14. So during my class, I had Gio build an entire harness for a Harley to get it ready to install. So the one that he built was for a 14 through 22 Street Glide. So he wired the T-harness for the factory radio, included a TR4 for the time delay in the harness, made it completely plug and play to the HKI Mini DSP that we were using. Then he built a 2 amplifier harness for 2 Sound Digital Evo X 800.4s going in the fairing. We used the Doobie's amp rack, so mounted the amps to the amp rack, completely wired the harness, built a quick disconnect harness for the 6 lines and the lids with XT60 connectors. We did a Stinger fuse block under the passenger side cover, so it was a 4-gauge feed from the battery to the fuse block. So everything was soldered, crimped, heat shrunk, wire ferrule, tested tape. Built the entire harness live in class. I did it on purpose to show how you can do a really good quality install, and with the proper training, the proper preparation, even a 17-year-old kid could build a high quality harness. So at the beginning of the class, we handed out a kit that we had put together here at the shop, one of our easy install kits, and we passed it around so the entire class could see. And then 1 hour, Gio built the exact same kit live in front of the entire class to show it's easy to do if you have the right products. So tested tape, wire furrows, furrow crimper. It shows the way we do it, the fit and finish, the execution. So with some practice, you can pre-wire these bikes in an hour, including building custom harnesses if you're used to it. Gio has built hundreds of harnesses for us. So everybody on my team is trained to build the harnesses the way that we build them. And then I was just able to show my class how we have it down to a system. And so if it takes us an hour, what's it going to take you guys? 2 or 3 till you get used to it. And then you could provide your customer with serviceability, great fit and finish, professional look. So that was it for day 2. Tomorrow I put together a video of the awards. We got luck. We were very blessed to get recognized in a few categories and come home with an award. But we'll talk about that tomorrow's video. Upcoming videos for this week, I promise you, are the Cicadia DSP review video. I got a bunch of mounting rings from Tim Nagy and Chris Lowe at Garage Bagger Stereo. I'm going to be talking about all that. I'm going to see if I can squeeze in the review of the new Audio Dynamics 4-6 Auto-Tune DSP. That's been doing really well for us, especially on Indian motorcycles, Indian motorcycles, slingshots, and Goldwings. It's a specific reason why we use those instead of normally using the HKI Mini. It has something to do with the input voltage coming off the factory head unit. What else are we going to talk about this week? So, I'm not sure. I got off the plane yesterday, came into a garage full of new bikes that got dropped off over the weekend. So we're pushing to finish up the Daytona Rush. Then we have a whole new set of vehicles to work on after that. But this was about day 2 in Knowledge Fest. Check out the videos and enjoy. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you. We also went to the Metra training class, so Juan showed me the in and outs of the new Metra DSP that they're shipping for motorcycles. So I'm going to see if I can squeeze that review in this week, but I need some seat time with the DSP to go over it. I'm going to be honest, this is going to be the 3rd version of the DSP we've tried. and we have not had success with it. Juan promised me that this one's going to be different. It's just weird stuff happened with the first version of it, and the second version, we just had software issues. But I'm going to give it its fair shake, and then version 3, we're going to test it out, and then, as always, be 100% honest on how we feel and how it fits into the market. I hope it really works, because Metra makes a lot of stuff for these bikes. So it'd be nice to have a DSP that we can get to work 100%, that works, that's plug and play, and then works with all the other Metra accessories. So we have the harnesses for rear speakers, and we have the harnesses and for boom audio amp bypass. So it'd be really nice if we can keep everything under the Metra umbrella. But I'm going to try out that DSP and let you know what we feel about it.